Hey there, Pookie. I wanted to do something a little different with this episode. Since we have a lot of content in the game that is just playing the game in order to get through the days, I figured instead of listening to my unscripted ramblings, I would try writing something. As I have said during this run, there are several days that we're just kind of going through the motions. That's because of the roguelike style of this game. Unlike the usual roguelike, LobCorp is a roguelike that each run consists of many hours of gameplay. From what I've heard, most people beat the game in a minimum of 2 runs. The game almost requires you to play it twice. But with that style of progression, our second run consists of the aforementioned grind to get through the early game. So, in the future, I will try to condense these grinds down to a more palatable video essay format. For today, we start off by creating our new employee, Mega Boombro, who is our resident redhead with a phone game addiction. He owes $20,000 in credit card debt to Battle Cats alone. After creating Mega Boombro, we start our day forgetting to equip any egos to him, get immediately distracted by the new abnos, and have to restart the day in order to equip Mega Boombro with egos. We quickly realize, like all our abnos, the new apple, aka Snow White's apple, loves repression work. Quickly, the apple melts down and escapes. I initially panic slightly, seeing that the apple fills the room slowly with vines. From past experience, I feared this might be a room clear mechanic similar to a certain pink llama. It is not, though. The mechanic of Snow White's apple is pretty simple. It fills a room slowly with thorny vines. Once the room is full, the apple leaves. All vines stay until the end of the day. The vines will do decent black damage to anyone on them whenever the apple is out of containment. All in all, not a bad abno. Our other new abno is the Piano Witch, aka, forgive me for butchering this, Il Pianto de la Luna. This abnormality has a purchasable ability, which I don't think we'll use often, since the playing works into its escape mechanic. Having an agent play the piano will raise temperance and justice for all employees, but it will take that agent's health down to half while playing the piano. So, not a terrible thing, but my trained managerial brain tells me best not to test it. I don't want to try and have a silent orchestra moment with this piano. Once we learned about this abno, we spend our time learning about something else. Slowly. This new lesson is the ego weapon from the German gunman himself, Der Freischütz. Initially, I got very excited getting this gun. On paper, this weapon is sick. Very long range, 20 to 22 black damage. It's a VOV weapon. But I should have known. LobCorp is never all on paper. The secret trait of this weapon is that it has piercing bullets. Ooh, piercing sounds good, you might think. But no, not good. In a game where you throw several agents into a room to fight an abnormality, you often have what I like to call conga lines. With these lines, your ranged units often are firing past your melee units. Those piercing bullets that seem super cool pierce everything, friendly or not. What I take a painfully long time to realize is that I am killing my own agents with a magic gun. Did you know there's a cactus on your chaotic mess of a desk? It seems that an employee who wanted to become intimate with you put it there. If I were to give my personal input, I don't like cacti much. There could be various reasons for one to grow a plant. However, its vicious thorns are not something worth enduring like those of a rose, as it is not pleasing to the sight, nor does it produce valuable sap like a maple tree. I've also never seen one grow a flower bud. Theoretically, it would bloom in the right environment. That possibility is something I've never witnessed, as it may be that all cacti I have known spread their roots into barren soil. Do you believe the cactus will bear a flower? No, it probably won't. Why do you still keep it on your desk then? Do you think it rude to get rid of something you've received as a gift? Be careful. It could prick you when you reach for other things strewn about your disordered desk. She trying to give me some metaphorical stuff going on right there, but I'm like, you're speaking a foreign language to me. There's something metaphorical in there. I'm not digging deep into it, We go to day 24 after a few too many failures on day 23, having gained flabsturbation, our new agent, and 2 new abnos, bloodbath and giant tree sap. Neither of these are very thrilling. At the time of making this video, I have played several more days and nothing has happened with bloodbath. It's a teth, and therefore very low risk, and low reward for this stage of the game. Giant tree sap is a usable item. An agent can drink it and gain health, but there is a random chance to explode. I will continue to never use it, just like in my last run. All around, day 24 goes off without any really alarming moments since our 2 new abnos were rather mild. The human mind is a melting pot of feelings. Memories, obsessions, wishes, agonies, and the feelings of happiness and sadness. Stronger emotions have stronger impetus. The combined effort of numerous people has brought Lobotomy Corporation to where it is now. We had to keep on with various experiments. Just as we hire new employees now, we recruited numerous people for the experiments. There was not a definite shape at first. Then, it slowly assumed a form. Finally, an understanding while he was studying finally A understood while he was studying the changes. Their abilities, where they lived, their jobs, and their strengths were not so important. What was required was a massive amount of energy. This meant we had just one single thing to pay attention to. It's always floating around, left to rot at the back of everyone's head, twisting your mind until you are left with nothing but self-loathing. The subconscious. Come to think of it, I haven't properly asked for your opinion. Do you truly wish to meet A? Of course, I don't really, no. You may think that now is not the time yet. Actually, I'm not sure if I want to meet with him right now either. What I've just said shall remain a secret to A, of course. When his long journey ends and he finally returns, at least I, if anyone, should go and greet him, don't you think? On day 25, we deigned to give flabsturbation some egos, because we forgot to do that. With no new abnos on day 25, though, it really is just the usual touch abnos, get PE boxes, kill trials, rinse and repeat. Honestly, at this point, most of my agents are high enough level I don't even contemplate skill farming very much. I am a machine. I can remember everything. There's once a certain someone who held a certain belief. My computer can't remember everything. How much RAM you working with, honey? That belief was hope. A light full of aspiration. Proof that the world was not yet wholly beyond saving. A compass that guided people towards and along the path they should follow. A destiny placed upon them, meant to be carried since the beginning of time. A noble instinct forgotten by most people. That person warned us that we are slowly calling forth an inescapable disaster. The same person also told us that we are all losing something, that we don't even know what it is we are losing. Not a single soul believed that story at first. Everyone was able to walk, see, hear, and speak. All disease had long since been conquered. Eventually, more and more people joined alongside the strong belief held by that person. In a place where history and promise were gone, it was a precious step, although it took a lot of time to conclude that the shell must be broken. Once the decision had been made, all seemed well. Disciplinary team or welfare team? I feel like we gotta go disciplinary. We gotta get Mama Gabura. Oh, Gabura. As we move into day 26, unlocking our queen, Gabura, and with her, missions. Since we're starting the game, no missions have been available since all the previous areas were suppressed in our original run. Now with Gabura unlocked, we find a mission we hadn't completed. Complete a Midnight. This is not a simple task. Midnights are Aleph class trials and often require not only decent micro, but also trial and error gameplay. If you haven't faced one before, you likely don't know how to beat it without losing agents. That being said, the only Midnight I got in my previous run was Amber and Green. But with my previous run, I had Train Car to Hell. I've never been good at StarCraft, so naturally I failed. The amount of micro required to do one of these Midnight trials while managing Train Car to Hell was something I don't think I ever want to experience ever again. Loading up day 26, we see our new abnormality and disciplinary, the King of Greed. This VoV class abnormality has a pretty amber cocoon. I briefly bemoan the fact that I don't have a VoV who likes insight. My prudence is suffering. But my collection of Aleph egos grows. The King of Greed gives the Infinity Gauntlet, and it's going to end up on our new agent's hands, Pony. When the King of Greed breaks out, it's not really that hard to handle, much like other abnos, like Clouded Monk or Amber Dusk. You just don't stand in front of it and you're fine. This is another moment where we kill an agent with Magic Bullet, though. At this point, I still have not realized that Magic Bullet is piercing through my own agents and thereby killing them. I actually don't remember when I realized it, but at this time of making the video, I now know that I was killing my own agents. But being as this recording session I had gone about 3 hours straight, I decided to stop here and that I was going to try and tackle the Midnight in our next episode. So, look forward to next episode where we actually tackle a big boss fight. I look forward to seeing you there.